Hi everyone, this is a video on tonic, subdominant and dominant notes. So in your exam you might get asked a question about identifying a tonic, subdominant or dominant note in your literacy question. So we need to know what these things are. What is a tonic note? What is a subdominant note? It's dead easy. Basically, if you take any major scale, so let's start off with a C major scale, okay? So I'm going to write out the notes of C major scale over one octave, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If we number the notes in our scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we've got our 8 there. Basically, each one of these numbers, we call them degrees of the scale, has a different name. And we just need to know the tonic, subdominant, and dominant. So the first degree of the scale, so note number 1, is called the tonic. The fourth note is called the subdominant. I'm just going to write subdom for space. And then the fifth note of the scale is called the dominant. Okay, I'm just going to write dom. So all we really need to do, guys, for this question is work out the major scale of the piece of the key signature that the music's in, then work out what note is the first, fourth, and fifth, and that'll tell us what the tonic, subdominant, and dominant is, okay? So let's do that for a piece of music, right? So I'm going to rub this out here, and let's say we've got a piece of music here. Let's make it in G major. I'll just do a few notes. And then why not just finish with an A randomly. There we go. Okay, so let's look at this piece of music. Let's say you've been given this in your exam and you've been asked to identify the subdominant note or something. Okay, so let's say we're asked to identify the subdominant. Basically, first thing we need to do is look at the key signature and work out what it is. So we look here and we listen to the music and we go, okay, it's I think this will actually be in a major key for this question. But we'd look at it and go, okay, it's in major and I've got one sharp in my key signature. That means the key signature is G major. Okay. So then all I'm going to do is write out the G major scale. So remember, to do that, we just go, it's in G major, so we're going to start in G and go all the way through the musical alphabet until we get to the next G. So we've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. After I've done that, I just look at the key signature and add any accidentals from the key signature. So in this case, we have an F sharp. So I'm going to go up to my scale and put in an F sharp. There we go. So that's my G major scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now what we're going to do is we're going to number each one of the scale, just starting on 1 and going through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And remember, I've been asked for the subdominant, and the subdominant is the fourth letter of the scale, so this one here. So the subdominant is C. So all I need to do then is go into my music and find the C, and there it is. There's a C there. So that's a subdominant note. Now, I'm not sure if you'll be asked to circle the note or whether you'll just be asked to write it down. But, you know, as long as you can work out what the tonic, the subdominant or dominant note is, you'll be able to answer the question in whatever way they want you to. Let's try something different. Let's again do... let's do a different piece. Let's do this. Let's do one in this key signature. And we'll go something simple like that. All right. Let's say I've been asked to circle the dominant. Okay. So again, first thing I do is I look at the key signature and I work out what key it's in. So let's say I listen to it and it's major. That would mean that this is F major. So I'm going to write out the F major scale. So let's do that. We're writing the notes from F to F. So F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And then I look at my key signature and go, all right, okay, I've got a B flat to add. So you pop E flat in there. Next we number our notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just work out what the dominant is. So remember, I've been asked the dominant, that is the 5th degree of the scale. So find the 5th note, C. So C is our dominant in this case. So there's our dominant there, that's C. Okay. Last but not least, let's do a different one. There we go. Let's do something in C major. No, let's not do C actually. Let's do it in F again. So, yeah, again, to do it, we look at our key signature and work out the key. So the key is F major. So we're in F major. And let's say this time we've been asked for the tonic. Okay, so again, we're going to work out the major scale. So we go F to F. So we've got A, oops, dear me, that's not right. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Then we add in any accidentals, B flat. And then we number them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we find the tonic. Now the tonic is the number 1 note of the scale. So it's going to be F. So I've got a couple of Fs here. I've got this one and this one. I'm just going to circle that one. Okay. Now, like I say, I'm not sure if they'll ask you to circle it or if they'll ask you just to write the letter name down. I'm not sure. But as long as you can work out what the tonic, the subdominant, and dominant is, you'll be able to answer the question. So let's quickly go over that. First step is to remember that the tonic is the first note of scale. The subdominant is the 4th note of the scale. And the dominant is the 5th note of the scale. You need to learn that to make sure you can answer this properly. Second thing, when you get the question, you need to work out the key signature of the music. So work out the keys, what key the piece is in. Then the third thing you do is work out the major scale. So remember, if the piece is in G major, that means you work out the G major scale. If the piece is in F major, you work out the F major scale. If the piece is in C major, you work out the C major scale. Then you just number up the different notes of the scale. So number up notes of scale. And then you find the which one is the tonic, dominant, or subdominant, basically, from the numbers of the notes. So this tells you the tonic, the subdominant, and the dominant. Okay, right, I really hope that helps. I'll see you in the next video.